Hey, you! Did you know any of these curious facts? You won't believe the crazy, mind-blowing facts we've got for you today. From dolphins that are literally pink to ancient yo mama jokes, and even plants that eat rats. Yep, you heard that right. Stick around because we're about to dive into some of the wildest, most jaw-dropping trivia you've never heard before. Stay tuned until the end for a bonus fact I bet 99% never knew. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Starting off our countdown at number 20. A potato's skin is much healthier than its core. Next time you're peeling potatoes, you might want to think twice before tossing those skins. Turns out, the peel is where the real nutrition party happens. Potato peels are packed with fiber, antioxidants, and nutrients like potassium and iron. Things your body will actually thank you for. So, while you're busy peeling away, remember, you're throwing out the VIP section of your meal. Maybe leave them on, and your mashed potatoes just got a major upgrade. 19. A rare pink dolphin resides in Louisiana. If you thought pink dolphins were just an ocean myth, think again. Down in Louisiana, a rare albino bottlenose dolphin called Pinky makes her home in the waters, dazzling anyone lucky enough to spot her. Albinism gives Pinky her bubblegum shade. But with those rosy looks, she's got her challenges too, like seeing where she's going. Either way, Pinky's like the flamingo of the dolphin world, just with a lot more water and way fewer shrimp. 18. Ripe cranberries can bounce. Cranberries aren't just Thanksgiving's sour little sidekick, they also double as nature's bouncy ball. Thanks to air pockets in their skin, ripe cranberries bounce like tiny red trampolines. This quirky feature helps farmers know they're good to go, but it's also how wild cranberries survive, floating downstream to spread their seeds. So, if you're ever bored in the kitchen, toss a few on the counter and watch them boing. Just maybe not during dinner prep. 17. Your eyebrow shape can predict your personality. You know what they say. Eyes are the window to the soul, but eyebrows? They're the personality billboard. Thick, bushy brows say, you're confident and don't sweat the small stuff. While pencil-thin arches scream, overthinker alert. Got straight brows? You're likely as practical as a Swiss Army knife. If yours are joined in the middle, you've probably mastered the fine art of irritation. In short, your brows might just be spilling your secrets without you even knowing. 16. A plant that consumes rats can be found in the Philippines. Forget Venus flytraps. Meet the real carnivorous heavyweight, Nepenthes attenboroughii. This pitcher plant doesn't mess around with little bugs. It goes straight for the big leagues, trapping and digesting rats. Yes, rats. Found in the mountains of the Philippines, this plant is like nature's own garbage disposal, using a deep pitcher filled with digestive enzymes to break down unlucky critters. So, if you're ever hiking in Palawan, keep your snacks and your small pets far away. 15. The little finger contributes 50% of our hand strength. You might think your pinky is just there for tea parties and dainty gestures, but surprise, it's actually the muscle powerhouse of your hand. This little digit pulls more than its weight, contributing up to 50% of your hand strength. That's right, your pinky is the Hulk of your fingers, even if it looks more like Bruce Banner. Lose it, and your grip becomes as weak as a limp handshake at a family reunion. 14. Spider webs were once used as bandages. Spiders. Nature's eight-legged doctors? Yep. Back in the day, the Greeks and Romans used spider webs to bandage wounds. These sticky silk traps aren't just for catching flies. They're also packed with antiseptic properties and vitamin K, which helps clot blood. So next time you walk face first into a web, don't freak out. Just remember, you're tangling with ancient medical history. 13. Sumo wrestlers make babies cry for good luck. In Japan, there's a 400-year-old festival where sumo wrestlers hold babies aloft and try to make them cry. The louder the wails, the better the luck. That's right, what most parents try to avoid, the Japanese embrace. If the baby's feeling too chill, the sumos might even don a scary mask to really get the waterworks flowing. It's kind of like baby's first horror movie, but with a sumo twist. Don't worry, the tears are supposed to bring health and strength. Plus, babies are tough. They've seen diapers. 12. You can gain calories by licking stamps. Thinking about shedding a few pounds? Maybe start by cutting back on licking postage stamps. That's right, every time you lick one of those things, you're consuming about 1/10 of a calorie. It doesn't sound like much until you've mailed a stack of holiday cards. Those calories start adding up. In the UK, stamps contain even more calories because of course they do. So next time, maybe let the adhesive do the work, or just switch to email. 11. You can feel happier by crying. They say, big boys don't cry, but maybe they should. Turns out shedding a few tears can actually make you feel a lot better. Crying activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping you relax while also releasing feel-good chemicals like oxytocin and endorphins. Basically, crying is your body's way of saying, let it out, you'll feel better afterward. Plus, tears have antibacterial properties, so they're kind of like your own built-in cleaning solution. Who knew being emotional could be so hygienic? 10. The Russians arrived 12 days late to the 1908 Olympics. Time zones are tricky, but arriving 12 days late to the Olympics? That's a whole new level of oops. In 1908, the Russian team showed up to the London Games a little fashionably late. Turns out they were still using the Julian calendar, which was 13 days behind the Gregorian one everyone else had switched to. Let's just say they didn't win any medals in punctuality that year. 9. Sunglasses weren't originally designed to protect your eyes from the sun. These days, sunglasses are all about blocking UV rays and looking cool. But originally, they had a much sneakier purpose. Ancient Chinese judges used to wear sunglasses made of flat, smoked quartz, not to block out the sun, but to hide their facial expressions in court. Basically, they were the original poker faces. And you thought your Ray-Bans were just for style. 8. Both US and Soviet militaries have trained dolphins. Dolphins, adorable, intelligent, and militarized? Yep, during the Cold War, both the US and Soviet militaries trained dolphins to locate underwater mines and even guard ships. These underwater spies were like James Bond, but with flippers. Who needs submarines when you've got these sleek sonar-equipped sea mammals on your side? 7. The oldest "your mom" joke was found on a 3,500-year-old Babylonian tablet. Turns out, the art of the "your mom" joke has been around a long time. In 1976, archaeologists unearthed a 3,500-year-old Babylonian tablet with what is believed to be the world's oldest "your mom" joke. The punchline has been lost to history, but let's be real, it was probably savage. 6. In 1923, a jockey suffered a fatal heart attack, but still won the race. In what might be the eeriest victory in sports history, jockey Frank Hayes suffered a heart attack mid-race in 1923. Despite his untimely demise, his horse, Sweet Kiss, carried him across the finish line in first place. Hayes remains the only jockey to win a race posthumously. Talk about going out on top. 5. Calling shotgun originated in the Wild West. When you shout shotgun to snag the front seat of the car, you're channeling your inner Wild West cowboy. Back in the day, stagecoaches had a guard riding shotgun, armed with, you guessed it, a shotgun to protect the coach from bandits. These days, the only thing you're protecting is your prime view of the road. 4. Sunflowers can help clean radioactive soil. After the Chernobyl disaster, scientists found an unlikely hero in the humble sunflower. These bright, cheerful plants have a knack for absorbing radioactive particles from contaminated soil through their roots, a process called phytoremediation. So, while they're great in your garden, they're even better in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Who knew? 3. farting fish keep in touch. Herringfish have an unusual way of staying in contact with each other by farting. These underwater toots, known as fast, repetitive ticks, help the fish communicate, especially in the dark depths of the ocean. Imagine a fishy version of Morse code, but with bubbles. 2. Extreme ironing is a real sport. In the world of extreme sports, you've got skydiving, snowboarding, and ironing? Extreme ironing is exactly what it sounds like. People take ironing boards to crazy locations, from mountaintops to underwater caves, and iron their clothes. It's the perfect sport for people who want a crisp shirt and a heart-pounding adventure all in one. 1. You're about 1 centimeter taller in the morning than at night. Gravity's a real downer, literally. Throughout the day, the force of gravity compresses the discs in your spine, making you slightly shorter by bedtime. But after a good night's sleep, your spine stretches back out, and you're standing tall again. So, if you're trying to break your personal best on height, make sure you're measured bright and early. And there you have it, folks. Just kidding. As promised, for all the extremely curious that lasted until the end of the video, here's the bonus fact. Calling dibs to claim things actually originated in England. In the 17th century, there was a children's game where players claimed game pieces by shouting, "Dibs!" However, the term only became commonly used outside the game in 1915. And that's a wrap. Who knew the world was filled with pink dolphins, rat-eating plants, and sunflowers that clean up nuclear disasters? If you love these crazy facts, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing trivia that'll keep you one step ahead in your next Random Facts Showdown. Drop a comment with the weirdest fact that blew your mind today. I'd love to hear what surprised you the most. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. Catch you in the next video.